Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Jump recon, 132, let's go.
On first down, Daniels. And his first pass is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, watch it.
Hey, orbit.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Five.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. The open man is Smith. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready.
45. Mike, 45. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Deuce. Shit.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
218, chopper. Get it.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's our time.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They will run for the first time here with White, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards the pickup there.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And all the way down to the 39. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
All day, every day, any day.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Hey. Zip it. Go. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott Good with a PAT. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Max box right.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check 31, check 31.
On the ground, Kamara. And an alley to run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. The Falcons 40.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Go now. 50, plant.
Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, let's get that ball right here. Check 43.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, exit.
SOS. Hey, watch that.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Okay, ready? 27, Mike. Mike, 27. It's a party now. It's a party now.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
On first down, it's White. And he's got room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check, 47. Let's go. Come on. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They go right back to White here on first down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run with White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off play action. Daniels. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right, Gavin.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Now he's forced out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got it. Go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Get in the weight room. Shut up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 99. Tight dog. Greystone, Travis. Hey, Charlie.
Second and 9 now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down.
Pilot, 64, weak. 64. Hey, echo. Go.
From the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On the return, it's White. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Jackson now on second and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Jackson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
That's 22, that's 22. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Jackson to throw again. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They'll run. This is White. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shift. 80 weapons. Back.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Well, the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 66. Kill. Turn up.
Now Jackson going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Watch tight ends right. Watch tight ends right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the kick by Elliott is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. They'll roll him out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Julio Jones, the lone receiver, left.
I know he ain't got it. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Daniels. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Smooth. 45, Mike, 45. I don't even know why they
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jackson on the move to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Touchdown, Falcons.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 54.
Hey, high 7. Now.
To throw again. Daniels. Complete. Smith has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
61. Match box.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Protein spill.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Go, go.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'm going.
Go.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on, QB, come on.
Topper, Topper. You're out. Bravo. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Slam.
Off play action. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Hey, tighten down. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Look at me.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Camara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there, it's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Daniels. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check back.
Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, Daniels. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Following the penalty, it's Camara. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28, running with Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, echo.
And it's 3rd
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Exit, exit. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
Check 4, check 4.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got Smith here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. He's got it. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. When the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safe.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hang with us.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey. 4 down. Check.
22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Keep coming, Mike.
Watch the slant.
Jackson now, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Hey. 45.
Hey, Delta.
I'm coming.
Big rip.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now.
Throwing after the interception. Daniels. And this one complete to Smith. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's White. White's got a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. On 1st down, Daniels. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Saints.
Here we go.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
Off play action. Daniels. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
36-yard line.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to go down again. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me, is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Daniels. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground with White. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. On 3rd down, a run from White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Jaguars able to come away with a victory there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, high 7, 5.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go!
Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Down to Inigos Jackson, and that should seal it. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.